a tenor guitar, which only has the first four strings, so the neck is much smaller, not as wide as a six-string guitar.
When Vince Gill sang the words, "Go rest high on that mountain" at George Jones's funeral, even the strongest men in country music wept openly. That moment wasn't just about saying goodbye to a legend. It was about witnessing raw, emotional truth from a man who spent his life turning personal pain into universal healing. Behind that angelic tenor voice lies a story of heartbreak, resilience, and a musical journey that almost never happened. The year was 1989. While country radio was celebrating Vince's rising star, he was privately drowning in grief after losing his close friend Keith Whitley to alcohol poisoning. Sitting alone with his guitar, he began writing what would become one of country music's most powerful songs about loss, but the pain was too fresh. The words wouldn't fully come. 4 years later, cancer took his brother, Bob. Finally, through tears, Vince completed "Go Rest High on That Mountain," not knowing it would someday comfort millions who've experienced the unbearable weight of saying goodbye to someone they love. This is the essence of Vince Gill, a man whose music doesn't just entertain, but bears witness to our deepest human experiences. Born April 12, 1957, in Norman, Oklahoma, Vince wasn't destined for stardom. His musical journey began at just 5 years old, sitting cross-legged on the floor with his grandmother's guitar, teaching himself to play Old Shep. What appeared to be a child's passing interest became the foundation for one of the most versatile musical talents country music has ever known. Unlike many Nashville stars who arrived with a ready-made image, Vince spent years in the trenches. From being booed off stage while opening for Kiss with his bluegrass band Mountain Smoke to playing in bars with Pure Prairie League, Vince paid dues that would have broken lesser talents. The Nashville music industry initially didn't know what to do with him. Too country for pop radio, yet bringing influences from rock and bluegrass that puzzled traditional country gatekeepers. But Vince never compromised his sound. "I'd rather fail being who I am than succeed being someone I'm not," he once said. That authenticity eventually broke through in 1990 with "When I Call Your Name," a song that showcased his crystalline tenor and soul-stirring songwriting. What followed was a career that defies simple categorization: 21 Grammy Awards, over 26 million albums sold, and induction into the Country Music Hall of Fame. But Vince's greatest legacy isn't found in awards or album sales. It's in the way his music provides sanctuary for people navigating life's most difficult moments. When he sings about heartbreak in "I Still Believe in You," or about loss in "Go Rest High on That Mountain," listeners don't just hear beautiful songs. They feel understood. Vince's personal journey mirrors the emotional depth of his music. His first marriage to Janice Oliver ended in 1997, a painful chapter that informed some of his most vulnerable songwriting. In 2000, he found renewed happiness with Christian music star Amy Grant. Their blended family became a source of strength and inspiration, even as they faced health challenges together. In recent years, Vince has confronted serious health issues of his own, including a kidney infection that led to hospitalization in 2018, and a congenital heart condition diagnosed in 2020. Through it all, he's shown the same resilience that defines his music. When Don Henley invited him to join the Eagles after Glenn Frey's passing, it was the ultimate validation of his musical versatility. Yet even while touring with one of rock's biggest bands, Vince remained the humble Oklahoma kid who still gets nervous before shows. What truly sets Vince Gill apart in today's music landscape is his unwavering commitment to musical integrity. In an era of manufactured country pop, he remains a steadfast guardian of traditional country music while embracing innovation. His mentorship of younger artists like Charlie Worsham demonstrates his dedication to preserving the genre's soul. Perhaps Merle Haggard, one of Vince's heroes, summed it up best when he said, "Vince Gill is quite simply the real thing. There's not a false note in his voice or his heart." As we look at Vince Gill's extraordinary journey, we're reminded that genuine artistry isn't measured by chart positions or streaming numbers, but by the ability to transform personal experience into universal truth. Through decades of musical evolution, personal struggles, and triumphant comebacks, Vince has never lost sight of what matters most, creating music that touches people where they live. His story reminds us that behind every great artist is a human being who has walked through fire and emerged with something beautiful to share. For Vince Gill, music isn't just a career, it's a lifeline, a ministry, and a testament to the healing power of honesty. In a world that often feels increasingly disconnected, Vince Gill's music provides something increasingly rare: authentic connection through shared human experience. And for that, music lovers everywhere owe him a debt that can never be fully repaid.